Wir sitzen hier mit FalleN, dem In-Game-Leader von Luminosity, die es überraschend in die Playoffs geschafft haben. So, FalleN, first of all, congratulations for reaching the playoffs. You had one real thriller game last night against Flipside, a double overtime, and you were even top scoring, and you're the in-game leader. How did you feel before the match? How did you prepare? And how was it to play against Flipside?
Well, being honest, there are some days when you just sit on your computer and you know everything is just going to happen. Like, you feel confidence, and yesterday this was one of these days. When I sat down on my chair, I knew I was going to do some damage. And about being lane leader and top scoring, I think that's natural. I will not top score every match because of it. I don't try to make the team play for me. Like, I don't try to, because there are some game leaders that try to move the team the way they can frag more or the way they don't need to frag. I just try to be part of the process. Doesn't matter if I'm calling or not, because if I die or if I'm alive, I will keep calling, so it doesn't matter. And I think it's good. I can help the team. I'm feeling good coming back to the ALP again.
So you moved to the US some time ago, and when you moved to the US, most of the teams, or at least the vibe, was that they underestimated you. Have they adapted now to you and you being so strong in the North American scene?
Well, there was some hype that when we moved to North America, we were going to beat everyone and just rape everything, but that's not real. They have good teams, Cloud9, CLG, and even other lower teams. They're pretty good. And we managed to get some good results in the beginning. But then we have some DDoS problems that kind of shake the team a little. We lost some matches because of it, and we lost a little of confidence, some little fights in the team because of that. But we managed to retrieve ourselves, and we got a good position in ESA. It was a little bad that we lost some opportunities, like playing Face-It tournament, because we lost the qualifier. But I think the North Americans, they kind of learned how we played. But that's not a problem anymore, because we changed a lot how we play because of this new lineup and this new style of gaming.
So would you say that you have a different play style than the US teams? Because normally most people say US teams are more focused on out-aiming the enemy, while the European teams focus more on tactics. What's your approach in this?
Yeah, that's not true at all. I mean, even Europeans, they are pretty different. Like, if you think about phonetic, I mean, they try to out-aim everybody. Every time, every single chance they have, they try to out-aim you. So, but if you look for Titan, for example, they're a team that looks more for strategy. If you look at Navi, they look for more strategy. So you can't just get a region and say, okay, these guys are aim, these guys are tactics. That's not true. That would be unfair. And about NA, I think sometimes they lack some basic stuff like opening sites together, like really relying on some really good smokes. Sometimes they overextend a little bit, or sometimes you're expecting some couple of players coming and suddenly just one come and you think, okay, it's a fake. Then some other people gets there because they didn't synchronize so well the tactic. So it's different, but NITs are pretty good, man. Even if C9 and CLG didn't qualify for Legends this time, CLG lost 16-14, so really close match. I think they could be here too.
And this is your first major event. How are your impressions so far on the whole tourney?
Yeah, actually it's our second. We have been with Kidstars on Katowice last time.
Right.
Yeah, but this is way bigger. Let's try to say this is way bigger. This time I think the crowd would be against us, because last time we played against Virtus.pro on Poland, and you can imagine how it feels. So let's see how the crowd is going to be. The atmosphere is amazing. The tournament itself, it's so well organized. Hands down for yourself, it's amazing. We just want to do our best and maybe get victories against Fnatic right now.
And what's with the family and friends you left behind in Brazil? Do you see them a lot, or do you feel like there's a German word, Heimweh? I don't know how to translate it, but that you have the urge to go back and visit and...
Yeah, it's called saudade in Brazil, yeah. Okay. You miss someone or miss something, yes, right? Yes. Yeah, we have a word for it too. Oh, it's really bad, man. I'm like my girlfriend, she came to US to stay like for a weekend, but that's all. 4 or 5 months, I just saw my girlfriend for one weekend, and I didn't see my family, my mom, my mother, my brothers, and I really miss them. And the bad part is that I'm staying in US after here for a little couple of months. I'm just coming home on December probably. Maybe if I try to get to a week vacation or something, but I really miss them. It's really difficult for us to need to go to other continent to get the spots. That's tough. I hope we can have South American qualifiers for all the tournaments, always.
Something a little more positive. I talked to some Portuguese colleagues of mine and they told me you're holding a tournament in Brazil called the Golden Chance, where the winner, the up-and-coming young players, have the opportunity to come and train and have some sort of boot camp. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I have a project since 2011. It's called Games Academy. It's kind of a club where people have classes, they play tournaments, they find other people interested in finding teams. So we try to help the environment and help creating and growing our scene. So that's our main job. And we always work with the beginners, like the people who are starting to learn the game, getting the first things. This is how we've been helpful. But months ago, we decided to create our own league where the good players could compete. And we had a chance because of Ricardo. He's the guy who is giving us this house in US. He's borrowing us for us. And we have a chance to bring a team to US. So I came to the idea that I wanted to give the chance that I have right now to play in US for other people. Because I know there are some good players in Brazil that definitely can be at the top 8 in North America, indeed. And so I made something, I moved the word to make it happen, and we made a tournament, and the winner is coming to US. They come to US on 27 August. It's on 1 week, they're going there. It's awesome.
And last question, you're facing Fnatic in around some hours. Did you prepare for Fnatic in a special way, or do you just go in and do your thing?
Well, Fnatic is a pretty unique team. They're different from the others. Like I told you, they try to break you every time. Like Fnatic is good because they won't let you do anything if you accept it. If you accept it, you're going to be crushed. So we have to play our game, big patience. You have to have a lot of patience with them. You have to be smart because they are really fast, they think fast. But it's all about our game. I mean, we practice with them a lot. They know us, we know them. And I think this time we can beat them.
Then thank you for your time and good luck in the match.
Thank you. Just to answer a little more of the other question, this Brazilian team that's going, they're going to play ESL tournaments, civil tournaments, win-out tournaments. So our hope is that they play well, they appear well enough and grow their game so they can maybe go to another organization and can restart the project later.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.